So as the game boots up here, guys, this is LiveStream on Moonshine number 265. We are going to start playing Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, a game that I started way back in like 2015 or 2016, but never finished. Now, this is a game I remember as being a game where you just need to follow the light and kind of observe what happened at the end of the world. It's kind of like a movie that plays out, but you do have choices as far as what paths you take. It's kind of like an open world exploratory type game, and it won a lot of awards when it did come out. It can be kind of tricky to make sure you get all the points, but again, that's why the light is put in the game. So hopefully you guys are excited to take a path with me or explore this game with me and find out what exactly happened in the story. It takes place in like the 1980s in like the UK on the other side of the country here from the US. Now, anybody who's here wondering what might have happened to NeoCab, the first part of what I did a few days ago, I've decided to go ahead and let people play NeoCab themselves, if that's a game they want to play. But it looked like a pretty fun game, but I'm not going to continue that in my live stream at the moment. So let's go ahead and get on, guys, and see if we can complete the whole game in a few of these live stream under the Moonshines of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. And this is really a game that people either seem to love or hate. And we'll see what we decide by the end of it. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game here, guys. The last time I played this game was many years ago. I tried to play it on like my PlayStation 4. And a few years ago I bought it on sale on Steam. So hopefully it's a little bit easier to control. I much prefer mouse and keyboard over a controller. So let's go ahead and get into live stream, not into live stream in the Moonshine. We are in live stream in the Moonshine. Let's go ahead and get into Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, Part 1, which I believe is called Jeremy.
This is Dr. Catherine
There we go.
Collins. I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over.
Oh no.
I'm the only one left.
What? Kate's the only one left? Can you imagine how horrifying that would be? To be on Earth and think or believe you're the only one left in the whole world. Everybody else is gone. Everybody else has gone to the Rapture, so say. Everybody has gone to the Rapture, but Kate. I gotta say, I love the music here. And I love the way that art, like that drawn art, turned into what looks like a very realistic scene of a British town. We're looking over the hillside. We're looking at a beautiful sunrise. Captivating. That's amazing. Look at the trees swaying in the wind. Here's some kind of a radio. Clouds are floating in the sky. Bicycle here. Can't do anything with the bike. The Vallis Observatory. And we got a radio. 8. Map. Ooh. Now that is definitely a Commodore 64 right here from the 1980s. I know because I had one. I didn't have the Commodore monitor, which is exactly what that is supposed to be, but I definitely had the disk drive. The Commodore 1541 disk drive. I know because I got the Commodore computer way before I got the disk drive, because the disk drive was so freaking expensive. All I had to start with was a Commodore 64 and a little Commodore tape deck, and you could record your games and stuff like that you would type in, on regular cassette tapes. But it would take forever for them to load, and half the time they wouldn't load right, and it would error out or whatever. Like you'd be trying to load a game that you had recorded off a tape, and it would come back and say, I don't remember, some kind of a tape error or whatever, like it didn't read it right. You have to go back and try again. Definitely always wanted to have backups. Like if you spent many, many hours, like I used to do typing in games, you definitely wanted to back up those cassette tapes or save your game a couple of times on a couple of different tapes. Because I don't know how many times I had to retype in games because I would save them on a tape and then didn't have a backup, and then it would never load again or whatever. But yeah, that's definitely a Commodore. Let's click on it. Wow. So that is the Vallis Observatory in real staticky. Okay, let's turn that off. Let's listen to the radio.
I'm going to continue to broadcast for as long as I am able. If I'm right, you should be able to pick up the signal right across the valley. The event.
The event
has left markers.
Okay.
We don't understand it yet, but we're going to keep working to try and understand it. You can use them to find what you're looking for. The answers, they're all here.
Oh, really?
The answers are in the light.
So Kate, the only one left in the world who works at the observatory, is telling us. So if I remember right, I think we're starting here at the observatory where we're at. And I believe we make our way along this red path all the way up around here. And we follow it around here. There's something we got to go see right here. But as you can see, this makes a big loop. And it makes its way all the way back here. And hopefully by the time we get back to the observatory, we've seen what happened at the end of days for the story in the 1980s. So we hear another something else ringing. Look at that sunrise, though. Isn't that beautiful? Like for a game made in, I think, 2015 or released in 2015 or 2014 on the PlayStation, that's absolutely beautiful. You can see like the morning fog down in the trees. You can see the hills and the quaint little small town here. Yeah, I could sit and look at this. Like this would be a beautiful like screensaver. Absolutely. Absolutely love that. It's amazing. All right. What was that? Oh, heard something back there. Oh, there's the ringing. Oh, guys, it's an old business phone. Like, yeah, people didn't have these back in the 80s yet, but I think, like, you know, businesses could have, like, a phone. Look at this. Look how big it is. And then it has to be hooked up to this for probably power and maybe to record, like you know, phone calls on or whatever. I'm not sure. I never had one of these, but...
This is a special announcement by the Emergency Measures Committee. Due to exceptional circumstances, radio and television in this area has been brought under the control of the EMC as per the Crisis Preparedness and Action Bill of 1982. Keep your radio and television on at all times. Stay indoors and avoid contact with other people.
Wow.
Do not attempt to telephone outside your local area. Do not panic and remain civil and calm. Stay tuned to this station for updates.
Wow. Everybody, so there's something going on if people need to quarantine, stay indoors, and avoid contact with other people. Pretty scary. Here's the Vallis van. Okay. So people are, you know, driving the steering wheels on the right side of the cars, as you would see overseas. Nobody's here. And we can't get across this fence. There is no jump button or nothing. But what a beautiful sunrise, though. Now we're at night.
I'm trying to do my job. You two will be the only staff on site for this rotation. I'm just saying, if the main gate's power fails, then there's no way in or out of the observatory.
That's why there are backup generators. Jesus, why the hell are we even discussing this?
Just don't you come running to me if you get locked in.
If we get locked in, we won't be able to come running to you, will we?
Uh-uh.
You let us worry about the clever stuff, and you can concentrate on sweeping up leaves and changing light bulbs.
Oh, that's messed up.
Happy? Now piss off.
Wow. Hand in his face, too, it was like. He walks away saying
That
asshole.
was unnecessary. Just because you're angry with me doesn't mean you have to take it out on everyone else.
Kate, can we just talk about this?
No, Steven, I'm done. I just want to get out of this place, and tonight is our best chance of doing that. You prep the arrays, I'm heading up to Tower 6.
Kate. I love you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. Come on, let's get started.
Wow. So, I love you, Kate, but no, I love you back. Just I know that. Harsh. So he was harsh to this guy here, telling him to go sweep up and change the light bulbs and let him in. And then he was trying to say to the Kate, I love you. He didn't say that back. Restricted area, keep out. Alright. Again, great view here. Yeah, fantastic graphics for a game that came out, 7-8 years ago. And there's a light we need to be following that's going to lead us to the story of what happened at the end of times here. Jeremy. We're going to learn all about Jeremy here. Love all the trees. So green. What are you showing us, light? Oh, another dead end. Where you going, light?
Well, I suppose from that we can assume that they really are serious about this whole quarantine thing.
Quarantine.
If Mrs. Boughton wandered off that way before they closed the road, I suspect we'll never find her. Not until this whole thing blows over.
But it's more than a little odd. I mean, this is Yorton, for goodness sake. There was no need for them to be so rude.
Well, if they are so concerned that they are willing to close off the roads, I suspect they would argue that there is every need. What is certain is that for the time being, none of us are going anywhere.
But he had a rifle, a soldier with a rifle,
Damn.
in Shropshire. The world's gone stark raving mad. I've a good mind to write to my MP.
You do that, Barb, and I'll personally deliver it for you, once this blockade is removed anyway. Come on, Bob. I can't spend all day chasing pensioners around the valley. The surgery won't open itself. I need to grab some paracetamol when we get back as well. Cracking headache all of a sudden.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, headache all of a sudden. So, that would explain why we have all these, these roads blocked. They were blocking them for a reason, to keep people from leaving and maybe infecting other people in other towns. Nice big pasture there. All the red flowers. So pretty. Water trough. Where'd you go, light? Welcome to Yachton. Please drive carefully. District of Haverton. Okay. Books. What does it say? Books, bike. And European campsites on a budget. Somebody packed everything they had and food and everything like that and made a phone call, it looks like. Okay. Hello? There we go.
Who's that? Hello? Kate, if you can hear this, you need to shut down the optical array. It's using the observatory as a conduit to reach us, and it's started spreading its range beyond the valley. Kate, we can't afford to let it do that. It's getting stronger. I'm going to call Clive back, and I'm going to force him to order the strike.
Oh, wow.
I just don't see what other choice we have. God knows
Hello,
if
can
it
you
will
hear
work.
me? We need help.
Who are you? Jesus, get off the phone!
Oh my.
Get off the phone! It's in the phone! It's in the phones.
It's in the phones, and it's affecting people. It's causing people to have... Oh, shit. That would be scary. Holy fuck. Okay. And we just see a car on the side of the road. There's our light. Waiting for us up here. It wants us to see something up here, obviously. The bus station. Okay.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We've all had rejections.
Kate and Steven again.
Come on. We'll look at the figures, tighten up the data, and resubmit. Your core idea is sound. You just got the number slightly wrong.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not patronizing you. I think you are a brilliant man, Dr. Appleton. Listen. I'm here, right? We're together, you and me. The alignment event tomorrow. It's yours, okay? You saw the opportunity, you ran the numbers. Even if they can't see it, I'm proud of you.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Steven.
Yeah, look how
On
this
the
light
bright
is like
side,
playing this
around
back.
Here, you're a hero. Prodigal son returns, right?
That's cool.
I'm surprised they haven't erected a statue in your honor yet.
Oh, you can laugh all you want. But I'll bet the parish council have a subcommittee working on that right now.
Oh, they got closer for an embrace. And then it all fades out. Alright, the light is way up there. So I remember we hear something here, but I think we kind of want to follow this light if we see it. Because it wants to show us stuff in a certain order. We see a car just parked here, the car door open, we see hints of blood here. Okay, so this light was up here, I do believe. Another car parked on the side of the road. What happened here? Somebody else got out of their car here. What's going on? Night again.
What are you doing? I saw you doing that.
Stay away from me. Don't come near me.
This is people's property. You're scaring them.
Two
It's
people
all
came
over
up.
the village. It's got into everything. It's so fast.
What are you talking about?
It's traveling down the wires.
Dear God, man, you've lost your mind. Where is Kate? What have you done with her?
Don't you understand? It's breaching the quarantine and adapting.
Give me that bloody can. Hand it over, Appleton.
So get off.
No, Sam, stop it. You weedy little shit.
It's
Give me the
mine.
Can. Give me the
Stop
can.
it. I need it.
Grow up!
Oh, wow.
Fuck. Oh, God, no. It's starting to manifest itself everywhere.
Stephen, come back.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, and then he gets in the car. Wow. So whatever this was is going through the phone lines, going through the power lines. It's making people sick. He had a can of blood here, evidently. And look at the pattern of this. Look at the pattern of this acrylic or whatever, this paint. That's an interesting pattern. And this gas station closed. Emergency Measures Committee. Declared closed. Emergency meeting. Everyone is welcome to Village Town Hall tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Blue quarantine. Not telling us. Call Meg or Barb if you have any questions. Stop closed. Sorry, Dave. Not attempt to leave. You will be detained. Do not attempt to telephone outside your local area. Can't even call. Can't even call mom if she lives in another town, huh? Carol's. Baxter's. Okay. Okay, this light is wanting us to go over here. It's parking an event over here on the bridge. We saw that. Light's like, come on over here. Come look at this. Okay. You're over. Yeah, I see you, Light. I see you. What do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me, buddy? Ah. That.
Is everything all right?
Get out of my way.
Where's Kate?
Where do you think she is?
Stephen, what's going on?
Uh-oh.
Screw Kate. It's all her fault anyway.
What's that mark on your face? Stephen! Stephen!
What's that mark on your face? What has he done with Kate? He asked about Kate up here earlier, too. What the fuck is going on? I'm intrigued now. A pretty little town with this park and everything. Where'd this light go? Okay, this light is swarming around over here. Light said, get your ass over here. I gotta show you something. Okay, what are you doing? You want me to go up the hill? All these houses and another car on the side of the road. Robert Graves. Auto repair. Wonder if that was Bob. We saw something about Bob and Meg. Saw an event trigger over here. I know that light went up the hill, but hang on. A door open in a van. Boy, diesel less than unleaded. How often do you see that? Not anymore. Maybe back in the 80s, but not anymore. A box. More blood. Those are influenza pamphlets. Bloody handkerchief or something. God. More blood. Jesus. Over here. Oh, somebody paints. They were painting their own house. Look at that. That's a pretty damn good painting. That's a pretty good job painting, I'm just saying. I wish I could paint like that. Yeah, there's a light. Okay, the light's like, yep, there's something here. Come look, come look. The light's like, come here, come look. What am I looking at, man? This light is so cool. Okay. What's in here? Another event.
I saw you from the main road.
Hear me again.
Not many people are moving around now.
I was looking for Dr. Wade.
Listen, Frank. I don't know what's happened, but your Stephen seems to think he's responsible.
I reckon he is.
Dr.
He
Wade?
said, Kate's still up at the observatory, but the gates are locked. Frank, there's going to be a rescue soon, I'm sure of it. They'll send planes or something.
Well, they'll send planes, all right. This pattern of his, we're in the center of it. Which means if they intend to stop it, we're right in the firing.
Oh, wow. So this Frank guy is saying that, yeah, they're going to send planes, all right. Not for help, though. To blow this whole fucking town to hell. Oh, shit. Is there anything up here, I wonder? Probably not. Oh my god, damn, dude. Look at all this blood. This is freaky, man. Like, whatever this shit is people are getting, like, people are bleeding their fucking ass off. Damn. The light is out there waiting for us. Okay. Okay, you can stop that. Shut up. I get it. Emergency and all that. Light's like, come on, I got more shit to show you. You want to show me now, Light? What are we looking at? Where are we going? Come on, Light. Show me where to go next. Come on. Yeah, I saw the blood, Light. Yeah, I saw the box and the blood. I saw that. I saw that. Yes, Light, I saw all this. Now what? Now what? Come on, Light. Show me where to go next, man. Apperton Road. Light, I don't want to stay there forever, man. Tell me where to go. Okay, well, I'll go wandering around myself and see if you start moving. Yeah, I'm not staying there all day, Light. Not cool, man. Brambles. Light's still up there, just waiting. Okay, I hear something over here. Well, the light doesn't want to show us where to go, so we're just going to wander around. Blood again. More blood.
Visual and auditory distortions are becoming more frequent, along with mild convulsions to the left side.
Oh boy.
All of which support a preliminary diagnosis of intracranial hypertension, occurring as a result of a substantial and rapidly expanding tumor.
Ooh.
Originating, I believe, within the hypothalamus. Cognitive functions are currently unimpaired, aside from this crippling headache. Hemorrhaging is becoming more frequent, with darker clots passing through the nasal passages primarily. I believe I am dying.
Oh no.
This is certainly not flu.
Yeah, not influenza.
Or anything else I have ever encountered. And certainly, a tumor cannot expand this rapidly. In the blood clots, I see tiny flecks of what looks almost like, if I had to try and find a description, liquid light. I cannot explain this phenomenon.
Liquid light in the blood. Wow.
Visual and auditory distortions.
Okay, that's the same thing. Just heard that. Man, this shit's fucking this doctor up who's trying to figure. So this doctor is probably trying to figure out what the hell's going on with everybody, and then he gets this fucked up shit himself, and he's bleeding out his fucking nose. Realizes it's like blood clots with like liquid light is the best way you can describe it. This is horrifying, man. And so this is what, his doctor's office or what? Yeah, influenza flu is highly contagious. Again, they're saying it's the flu, but this ain't no fucking flu, as the doctor just told us. We come in here. Yep, this is the doctor's office. So people are back here waiting, and people are bleeding their ass off. I mean, it's not only on the Kleenex, it's all over this fucking table. Some poor kid was over here drawing. Little kid, look at this shit. Look at that. And even the secretary here, the person behind the desk here is bleeding her ass off. Holy fuck.
Dr. Wade, here you are. There's a queue of
Scared me.
patients a mile long out there.
Barbara.
Just send them to the village hall with the others, please, Bob.
Doctor, people are scared. Mrs. Gables just called me and said her husband's vanished.
Right.
She was very frightened. She said there was blood coming out from his ears and his
What
nose.
the hell do you
Ears
want me to
too?
do? Until they lift the quarantine, we're not going anywhere. Just tell them to drink plenty of fluids, stay warm, and follow the instructions on the radio.
Dr. Phil, please, you have a duty to your patient.
Wow.
Nose.
Your nose, doctor. Wow, you could hear the fear in those voices. Great voice acting here. This doctor's obviously, we already knew this doctor's fucking bleeding his ass off. It's all over the carpet. Trash full of fucking bloody Kleenex. He's got blood all over his fucking Commodore. And Commodores were used not only as home computers back then, back in the 80s, guys. Like, Commodores were used for work computers and everything. It was crazy. Commodore, like, there will never, ever, ever be another computer, ever, that will own, like, will be like the optimum computer you can buy for as many years as the Commodore 64 owned the 80s. Like, the Commodore 64, I think, started selling in 81 or 82, probably in 82, and it was like the ultimate computer that you could buy even up until like the 90s, even though the more powerful computers, Apples and the old Commodores, Amiga and stuff like that, but still the most popular and most powerful computer you could buy, best bang for your buck, was the Commodore 64 for at least like 10 years throughout the 80s. And so it wasn't only a home gaming computer, like businesses used it as well. Yep. All kinds of applications for, recording records and customer names and everything. Yeah, no computer will ever reign supreme as long as the Commodore 64 did in the 80s. Will never happen again. Kind of crazy how... Hey, Light, we went in and saw some stuff of our own. Are you still just waiting over there for me? I remember this Light, like, showing you shit. Okay. I have no idea why this Light's just chilling up here. Like, did we not see something that we're supposed to see up here? Yeah, I saw this Light. What are you wanting me to see, man? I mean, I can't get it to activate any kind of a playback or anything. I don't know. So weird. I feel like they should have made the Light a little smarter this game. Well, if the Light doesn't want... Yeah, this is the doctor's surgery. Dr. Philip Wade. Well, let's go back down this road and explore over here. Hopefully that Light starts moving and shows us where to go. I wonder if this is Dr. Wade's house here. Damn. It's a weird, what kind of... Why is the paint on this door like that, and why does it look like two fucking alien eyes or something? Love the birds humming. Looks like a very peaceful, comfortable little home.
You have to make a decision, Lizzie. Especially now.
Jeremy again.
I do love him, Father. I love them both.
Love two
He's
men?
married. There are other people involved in this.
Oh, I hardly think that anyone's in the position to claim the moral high ground, do you?
Oh.
I take your point about Stephen and Robert, but I think Kate might see things differently.
Do you? I mean, she's not screwing anyone else, pardon my French, but she spends all day and night locked up in that observatory. Stephen says they barely see each other. That's hardly a marriage, is it?
So Stephen and Kate are married, but Kate's seeing somebody else, evidently? Or no, Lizzie is wanting to get it on with Stephen. Okay, so Lizzie's wanting to get it on with Stephen because Kate's always locked herself in the observatory. So basically she's talking to Jeremy here, the pastor, about, hey, I want to fuck Stephen because what a he has a miserable marriage being married to Kate, who's always up in this observatory. And so she's basically confessing her sins or her desires to fuck this Stephen guy, Kate's husband. What it sounds like. Okay. That's what I observed from that anyway. Maybe you guys can correct me, but comments if I'm wrong. Yeah, we've probably seen everything we need to see here. So, I wonder if Lizzie is married to the Dr. Wade. That would make sense, maybe. Okay, so we hear some beeping up here. Okay. So a air pump to put air back in your tires. Backyard of somebody's house, but we're not getting in this house, are we? No. So these radios seem like they're talking.
The magnetic field is causing disruptions to phone signals and the rest of the electrics. There are voices on the line. It's 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Maybe everyone is up looking at the light show.
The drama continues. This light moved yet? Hey, light! I need you to guide me, man. Seem to be anything here. Okay. Yo, light! You want to guide me? Uh-oh, what's going on here?
Benjamin, Georgie, leave it alone. It might have fleas.
Amanda.
Amanda, what are they up to?
Oh, they found another dead bird. I do wish the council would clean them up.
Well, apparently they're saying it's a flu epidemic. And I gather they'll be closing the roads and stations, so they're worried enough for that.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Well, you don't mess about with the flu outbreak, I suppose. But look, I'm just saying, if you were planning on taking the kids to Wales, now might be the time to do it.
Yeah?
Well, thanks, Barbara. I'll have a word with Neil, see what he thinks. Now, George, Benjamin, for God's sake, leave it alone.
Oh, the kids are playing with a dead bird. Already fades out. God damn, this thing's... Yeah, this ain't no flu. Fucking killing birds. Look at the bird. Look at the blood. This shit is fucking up birds as well and making them bleed out their fucking nose. Holy fuck, man. Damn, this is some fucked up shit. Yo, Light, you want to help us out? Okay, we've already been in there. The Light's still just chilling in that same spot. This Light's like, do whatever you fucking want, Zaxxer99. I'm not gonna help you no more. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with the Light, but... Yeah, the Light's fucking bugged out, I think. Robert Graves, auto repair.
Meg, come and have a look at this.
Oh, I don't believe it. Charlie?
Jeremy reckons someone had been raiding all the empty houses. He said a load of stuff had been taken.
What's up?
It looks like someone's been collecting their own supplies.
Bastard.
Well, we've got enough stock in the warehouse to keep the entire village going for months.
We should get a truck.
What, and go and get all of it now?
Yeah, why not?
It's Appleton. It's that bloody crackpot Stephen Appleton. I'm gonna fucking do him.
Sam, it's fine. We'd better get moving before the weather turns. You come in. We'll swing by the camp and get Rachel on the way back.
Okay. Steven doesn't seem to be really well liked by this guy anyway. I don't see any bloody Kleenex here anyway. Maybe this memory was before everybody started bleeding out their ass. Or out their face. Tires. Yep, and now this place had put up a quarantine and closed down. Do not attempt to leave or you could be detained. Yeah, I don't know. This light seems to be bugged out. I don't remember that ever happening on the PlayStation. Shepherd's Walk, the name of the street. In here, quarantine. Donations for a jumbo raffle prizes all closed. Yacht and Village Hall.
If you could just have a word with them, perhaps. They
Jeremy,
listen to
yeah.
you.
Well, I really don't see what it has to do with me at all.
The village looks up to you. I just think with what's been happening with Mr. Coles and Mrs. Boughton and the others, that people need somewhere to talk, to feel safe.
Perhaps they don't think that your church is somewhere they feel particularly safe.
Oh, wow.
I don't need your forgiveness, Wendy. Or theirs. Whosoever thou art that judgest, For wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself. Romans chapter 2, verse 1.
Huh.
Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them. Matthew chapter 6, verse 1.
Damn.
It's not my judgment you should be worried about, Father. But fine. I'll talk to Barbara. Ask her to put a note up in the surgery about an extra service. Will that do?
Okay. Clock up on the, okay. He was talking to Wendy. An old lady. Your number be up. You're a winner. Tickets from Megan Holloway or Father Jeremy Wheeler. Are you pub or the church? You and one or the other. The pub or the church, huh? Emergency meeting. Everyone's welcome. Did I hear something? I hear something.
Are you there?
What?
Can you hear me? Are you out there, you bastard?
What? What is going on?
You got them all. You got them all.
Oh, man. Jeremy's cursing God.
Jesus Christ. Help me.
Got them all.
Lord. Give me strength.
Oh, this is sad.
Hello? Hello, is anyone there? Is anyone still there? Oh. You are still here then. I should have expected that. Come on then. Let's get this over and done with. I've got my parishioners to attend to.
Music. It's pretty emotional. Damn. You see some of these Dipperstones. Sunday services 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and then a night service at 5:30 p.m. All welcome. Yep. Reverend Jeremy Wheeler. St. Hubert Church of Yachting. Oh, I like these candles here on the side of. That's cool. Uh-oh, what's happening here?
Their line has gone out through all the earth. And their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Oh God.
Wow. Poor Reverend, man. Over here. Wow, this is so cool. There's the light. Hey, light, we've missed you. Windy. Beautiful stars here. And now we're gonna go learn about Windy. Alright, that there guys, with that, I think that's a pretty good stopping point. So hopefully the game has saved. Let's see. If we exit, yeah, last save was a minute ago. Okay, so with that, I think that's a good stopping point, guys. We learned about Jeremy, and now we're going to go in and see things from Wendy's side and see a lot of the stuff she does in the next live stream on the Moonshine, number 266, and we'll do that on Monday. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Be sure you comment down below on my YouTube video of this. And again, if you're not following my YouTube or you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube or you're on Twitch, make sure you definitely go do that. If you're on YouTube watching this and you haven't yet followed me over on Twitch, be sure you find me under the same name over on Twitch. I thank you guys all. Let me know what you guys think of, you know, everybody going to the Rapture. Let me know what you guys think of it. Pretty emotional so far. It's definitely interesting, I think. And I'm curious to see what happens in this game that I started 5 or 6 years ago when it first came out, but I never did finish it. So we're going to finish it this time under my live stream under the Moonshines. And hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We'll see you in the next video, everybody. Take care. Peace.